With the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield also comes with the release of many new and old faces. There are a ton of Pokemon available right out of the gate, and it's really easy to start racking up those Pokedex numbers. There are a lot of super common Pokemon as well. I'm sure you've seen them all wandering among the grass. But today, however, there's a few specific Pokemon that I want to talk about. That's right, today I want to talk about the rarest Pokemon to encounter in the wild. This is going to be off of the percentage encounter tables that were data mined from the game, and I'm strictly talking about in terms of the percentage of finding them in the wild. Obviously this may vary, and you might have been one of the lucky ones to find these mons on your first try. Also, this video may contain spoilers, so be cautious of that, but with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. Rolling, I can never get enough. I've been up too long and I way too drunk, but we straight up in it. Before we get into the hard mons, I figured I'd quickly go over some honorable mentions, as in Pokemon that have a spot with about a 1% chance to find them, but also have other spots with higher rates. Real quickly, that'll be Pyukumuku, Ferroseed, and Gardevoir. Pyukumuku can be found by fishing in Giant Seat with a 25% chance, Route 9 with a 10% chance, and over in South Lake Mylock with a 1% chance. Ferroseed can be found on the Motostoke Riverbank during a snowstorm with a 10% chance, in the Bridgefield during normal, overcast, raining, thunderstorm, intense sun, snowing, snowstorm, sandstorm, or heavy fog weather conditions with a 5% chance, and on Route 4 with a 1% chance during all weather. And finally, Gardevoir with a 5% chance to spawn in the Dusty Bowl, and the Lake of Outrage with a 1% chance during heavy fog. Now that we got that out of the way, it's time to jump into the real rare boys. Coming in at number 5, we have Sizzle Bead. Sizzle Bead can be found on Route 3 with just a 1% chance during all weather conditions. Coincidentally, if you're in need of a nice new fire type early on, this would be a pretty lit choice. Ha. But yeah, it's a route or two before you have to face Milo, so if you're having issues taking him on, you can just come back here and pick up one of these bad boys. It has been confirmed though that having either a Flame Body or Flash Fire Pokemon in front of your party increases its spawn rate to a whopping 50%. Next up on our wonderful list of elusive Pokemon is Nessie itself, Lapras. Lapras has a 1% chance to spawn over in Route 9 on Kirchester Bay while fishing. The great thing about this, other than the fact that it's freaking Lapras, is it's just in time for the 8th gym, which is the Dragon Gym. Also, again, it's Lapras. This thing's a beast. Now, my personal favorite and also the most challenging for me was Dreepy. Dragopole is one of my favorite Pokemon from this generation, and there's no way I wouldn't hunt for him. Dreepy spawns over in the Lake of Outrage zone in the wild area with a 2% chance during a thunderstorm or heavy fog, and a 1% chance to spawn during a thunderstorm. Fear not though, you can encounter the second form in the overworld if you're lucky. I'd be lying if I said that's not how I did it, but I mean, Dragopole. He's so cool. Phoebus lives in a castle or something because it's clearly royalty. That's right, following the past trend of games, Phoebus has one of the lowest encounters, that being a 1% chance on Route 2. But it's totally worth it to get this magnificent and beautiful beast melodic. I've always wondered how this turns into this. It's like one of the craziest glow-ups in Pokemon, but I'm here for it, honestly. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for, quite possibly the rarest Pokemon you could possibly encounter, is Synesthesia. Synesthesia has a 10% chance to spawn in Glimwood Tangle, but only a 1% chance to spawn a special form. One is considered the knockoff form, and the other is the authentic version. The only real difference between the two is the authentic form has a special sticker on the bottom of it when it goes into its Dynamax form. It's a really cool concept, and it's really unique in that you can only really tell when it's authentic when it Dynamaxes. Well, that's it. That's all the rarest wild Pokemon possible to encounter in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Purely statistically speaking, that is. Let me know down in the comments what Pokemon did or didn't give you any trouble in Sword and Shield. Go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Pokemon content. I'll see you guys in the next one.